back. Bob Hart's Abishola is Swissvale native Billy Gardell's newest show. And of course, everybody remembers him from the comedy Mike and Molly. And the new show premiered last Monday night. It had great ratings, especially in the Burgh. We loved it.
We loved it. We both watched it. It is back again tonight, right here on KDKA at 8:30. And last week, we had a chance to talk to Billy Gardell live on PTL. But John Shumway had a chance to sit down with him for really a longer interview. He really opened up about his family and growing up here in our area. In fact, he tells John wherever he goes, he takes Pittsburgh with him.
Is my family still around?
Yes. Would you like me to get them?
Oh, God, no. Actually, tell them I died. And I think we have a sweet and loving show that is going to be very entertaining.
Swissvale native Billy Gardell is beaming these days in the starring role of Bob Hart's Abishola.
That's the one common thread it has for Mike and Molly. It's very sweet. And I was just humbled that I was asked to do this again.
This time around, Billy is sharing the screen with newcomer Nigerian actress Falake.
She has an inner light, man. You know, she's fun to act with, and when you see the pilot, she jumps off the screen. I think she's going to be a star.
You look like an angel.
In the show, after a heart attack, compression sock company owner Bob wakes up to and starts falling for his nurse, Abishola.
Good night, Bob.
Oh, yeah, it's way better than Pap.
There's something about her that's sweet and strong and funny, and she's also a hard-working immigrant in this country, which we don't see enough of.
Gardell says at the root of Bob Hart's Abishola is kindness.
We need kindness. There's no empathy in the air anymore. Everybody is right at all costs. So here is something that can be fun, funny, heartfelt, and kind, and I think there's always an audience for that.
Off screen, Gardell has significantly cut back his stand-up touring so that he's home on weeknights with his wife Patty and son Will.
Now that he's 16, you know, we're getting in 17, 18, last 2 years of high school, I think it's important for me to be there for him. I like being in the house. I like knowing that if there's a school event that I get to go to it. If there's if there's homework, his mother can help him with his homework. But I can talk to him about work ethic.
Billy's foundation as a father comes from his own dad, Bill, who died just a year ago.
I hear him every day. If I have a thought and I'm not sure how to navigate it, I hear his voice, and I'm hoping to give that to my son.
But being a dad in 2019 is a different world. He says Will and his buddies would rather Uber or Lyft where they need to go. Still, he did coax him behind the wheel, even though Will did not have a permit.
From Swissvale, so we were down at the college.
Get behind the wheel, you're all right.
But he did pretty good.
He didn't put you through the windshield?
No, he did pretty good, man. He had the same hesitations we all have. You know, a little too jerky when we were stopping, but he started to get it, and then she yelled at us, and we have to do things the right way, which is my wife's job in my life. I've tried to listen to her, and the more I listen to her, it seems the easier my life gets. We're going to celebrate 18 years of marriage in September, which is, I think, 144 in Los Angeles years.
Things are good now, but Billy and Patty have been through the roller coaster of his career. So,
if she wants to go to the grocery store and find one of those apple things that you push down and it slices, I'm like, sure, honey, what color you want? Let's go. Because, and the other side of that is, I try to look at it these days as payment, because she let it be about me for so very long so that I could succeed, that she's due this time. That's how I feel about it.
Gardell long ago started focusing on his health. He stopped drinking and smoking a decade ago.
My last demon to put down now is the weight. I'm down 30 pounds so far this year. I'm really trying to get it under control this year because you can't outrun numbers.
But it's not easy, especially when he comes home.
I gotta hit a Permani's, I gotta get a Fiore's for pizza, Veltri's for pizza. My wife knows if I come to Pittsburgh, all bets are off for a couple days.
No matter how far he might go in his career, Billy tells me he carries Pittsburgh in his heart.
All the things that are decent about me, I learned from my father. And my dad took great pride in being a Pittsburgher. Do what you mean what you say, show up, be accountable, don't judge. Judge by character if you have to. Those things I hold with me everywhere I go. And my work ethic that I learned in Pittsburgh gets me a little emotional. I mean, this city is, it's who I am. My dad was, he was my North Star, It didn't matter what I was going through, I could call him and talk to him about anything. And it wasn't just a a simple two-word conversation. Like, we would get in the war room together, and he gave me great perspective.
Perspective he wants to pass on to Will, whose passions are turning to music and acting, which Billy is embracing, telling Will,
If you're going into it thinking, oh, it's just going to work out the way it worked out for me, I go, that's the wrong reason. But if you're going into it because you just love it and you want to figure out a way to do this and pay your rent, I'm all for it.
Here we go, Max!
Billy Gardell doesn't have any issues making the rent these days, but he doesn't consider himself at the level of other famous Pittsburghers like Dennis Miller and Michael Keaton.
I think if this one goes, I'll get up there. I need my second ring.
No matter how high in the celebrity world he rises, Billy Gardell still enjoys the friendships forged on Harrison Avenue.
I like to be around the guys that helped shape me and the guys that I grew up with, that imagination started with. And I feel very honored to still have a very close relationship with them all these years later. Like I said, I just take great pride being from Pittsburgh, and I like to return here, and I try not to embarrass the city. So that's what I keep in my heart.
What a great piece. I love to see how much he loves the Burgh.
Yeah, I
Oh
like
my
him
gosh.
talking about his wife and his dad in particular. Wow, it gets you. So that was a great story. We thank John Shumway and photographer Ian Smith for putting it together. And you can catch Billy Gardell on Bob Hart's Abishola Mondays at 8:30 right here, only on KDKA TV.
And I will be DVRing it tonight for sure because I go to bed.
You go to
I'll
bed,
be in bed.
but you're still gonna get it.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right.
I loved it last week. Okay, now we want to check in with meteorologist Ron Smiley. We had a lot of rain this morning, Ron, but some areas we're seeing, I can't believe the amount of snow.
This is crazy.
Yeah, we'll get to that in just a second. Want to talk about the rain really quickly because we are going to still have a chance for rain through the morning hours, but as we're heading into the afternoon hours, rain starts to break. In fact, by 2 o'clock, most places should be dry for the rest of the day, and then by 4 o'clock, we'll actually be looking at partly cloudy skies. But we've already seen enough rain today where we're seeing records being set, including in Pittsburgh, 1.34 inches of rain already down. 1.18 inches was the daily record today, so we're well past that. Only took a couple of hours to do that. In fact, we saw 95 hundredths of an inch in just a single hour at the Pittsburgh airport. Here's how the rest of your day breaks down. We'll put the 5 o'clock temperature at 78, 78 also at 7, and 73 at 9 o'clock. Now I want to take you out to Montana and show you what was happening there over the course of the weekend. Just 3 feet of snow, and I have a little question for you guys. If you had it, the Pittsburgh area, we average 41 inches of snow, just over 3 feet of snow every season. If you would you rather take it all in once, like what you just saw there in Montana, or would you like it kind of spread out over the 3 months where we get it here and there?
David?
I think I would like it spread out because that would be entirely too much. However, if you could organize it by schedule it for us, Ron, I think that could be helpful. Like we could have just a little before Christmas and and maybe be done with it by mid-February.
I agree. I love snow, but maybe all around December. Make it for the month of December. Let it fizzle out in January.
Is that possible, Ron?
I don't know. We'll see about that. I will tell you this. If you want to sound off our Twitter page at KDKA.com, you can go over there. We're talking about this, so you can let us know your thoughts and opinions on that as well. I'm interested to see it. I think I would want it all at once. I could do the one day as long as the rest of the season we don't get much.
Okay, interesting. All right, well, a good hypothetical question, Ron. Thank you. All right, well, still to come here on PTL. People are putting in more hours at work than ever, but is it worth it? Coming up, we'll take a closer look at that, and it may have you re-examining your priorities.
But up next, we first want to get over to the kitchen because we will talk about some new healthy habits that you could use in your dinner tonight. Stay with us.